सीखना है आपको?
सिखा सकती हैं तो why not? जी प्लीज सिखा सकती हैं तो can we have the music थोड़ा सा? That was super cool. Congratulations on this super release. जो कि कल anyway it's gonna be a blockbuster. What do you have to say? You know, I've heard that Allu sir and Sukumar sir, they kind of ganged up on you because they worked previously together. So कुछ था?
नहीं यार, they were extremely sweet.
Give us
I didn't feel like I was.
Give us some masala ना, please.
मसाला नहीं है.
ठीक है फिर प्लीज बता दीजिए. Tell us some good things about these individuals, please.
Good things है,
Yeah.
बहुत.
Yeah.
But first of all, before that, hi everybody. पहली बार बॉम्बे आके हमारा फिल्म प्रमोट कर रहे हैं तो बहुत no एक्साइटेड हूँ. अच्छा लगा पता है यार. एक्साइटेड हूँ. बहुत खुश भी.
उत्सुक हूँ.
हाँ उत्सुक हूँ. ఓకే లేదండి తెలుగు ఇట్లా చెప్పకండి. लेकिन मैं अभी बहुत ही खुश हूँ. हाँ सबटाइटल्स में.
She's very happy being here. She's very excited for the release of the movie. अच्छा हिंदी था क्या? अंग्रेजी जी.
No, but coming to, I think, working in Pushpa, I think I've been blessed to do a film like this. मैं देख रही हूँ कि how people here love Arjun sir. It's an extremely happy moment for me because I'm celebrating his success as my own because I feel so personal with him. But I think I'm super happy. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I don't know, as in I don't know how, I think, huh? Telugu? ఏంద్రా బాబు మీరు చెప్పండి. తెలుగు కావాలా, హిందీ కావాలా, ఇంగ్లీష్ కావాలా, ఏది చెప్పండి. దగ్గరలే అది సార్ చెప్పాలిగా మనం ఇద్దరు. ఓకే సరే అయితే 17th कल से हमारा मास तग्गेदेले. Thank you.
Thank you so much. How was it when you were told about this movie for the first time? Like narration जब हुआ था, so what was going through आपके दिमाग में?
I think I'll tell you one secret.
Please.
I think none of us knew what we were getting into. I think it is such a beautifully done film that I had absolutely no idea. As in, I had like basic idea maybe, but I didn't know what I was getting into.
Right.
So it was all sort of magic what happened. This is the only film in my whole career that I've done without knowing what I was getting into. But but that's how special it is. That's how magical it was. And I think that's when all of us sort of blended together and got done with Pushpa.
Amazing, no? Pushpa. ऐसा करके.
ऐसा. हाँ.
It's just
करना है.
one day to go.
ये क्या है?
One day to go.
One day.
डांट नहीं मुझे. मैं सर से पूछूंगा कितना डाटा उनको. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please have a seat. I wanted to welcome. मैं ऐसे कैसे बीच में एकदम. Sir, welcome to Mumbai, sir. Welcome to this part of the planet.
Sajjana Maja Namaskara.
And as I was asking the lady over here, sir, you've already worked with Sukumar sir इससे पहले. You've collaborated with him. कितना gang up किया उनके ऊपर? Like, did you bully her or not? Please say yes, sir.
No, she is the sweetheart of the set.
And did she throw any tantrums या कुछ ऐसा, sir?
नहीं ऐसे नहीं होता.
Not at all.
First of all, good afternoon everybody. Thank you. I like to thank the entire media for being here and taking this event to the hearts of the people. Thank you very much. And it's an absolute delight to address to the national media for the first time in my life. It's a great moment for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm pretty positive that I will keep seeing you a lot more in the future. Thank you.
That's so nice of you, sir. That's so nice of you. A brilliant human being, a wonderful dancer, brilliant actor. So what is that one thing that you see in a movie before signing, a movie? What is that one?
The
special-
intention. The intention on what you're doing the film for.
Right.
Are you doing it for the money? Are you doing it for the release? Or are you doing it for the audience? The intention is above all.
Right. Unfortunately, sir, because of the unfortunate circumstances, this took a lot of time.
Absolutely.
बहुत वक्त लग गया. What do you have to say on that? So,
It's a very difficult film to shoot. We were shooting this film in a forest, and we were a crew of almost 500 people.
Right.
And the logistics to provide 500 people food, accommodation, sanitation, all this was very, very difficult in a remote forest area.
Right.
So it is a very difficult film to shoot, especially during the COVID times with so many COVID restrictions. I think I said it earlier also, this one Pushpa film was equal to 4 films effort. Yeah, thank you.
And the entire crew, the entire team has done a wonderful job, sir. The response says it all. Can we all make some noise? Thoda aur Allah kar sakte hain, sir?
Thank you.
Pushpa is already a blockbuster, sir. So,
Chepta. Pushparaj Jhukega nahi.
give it up for Pushpa, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir. Please have a seat.
Last.
We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll have a quick...
The Hindi media will finish that.
Quickly. We'll just do one... No, bet if you want right now. Or we'll just go aage. Thank you. We'll do the solos later. And now it's over to the media, to welcome this amazing, amazing team over here. Kahan se shuru kar rahe hain? Who do we give the mic first to? Sir, please. Yes. And before we do the Q&A, sir would like to address each one of you here.
First of all, I'd like to thank the audience all over the North for receiving South films and making it so big. बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you. हमको बहुत प्यार दिया है सब लोग. इसके लिए बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much. Thank you. और भी प्यार चाहिए हमको. Thank you. I will try to speak a little Hindi, but there will be definitely a lot of, because I'm a Madrasi, there will be a lot of accent, but still, I'll try to speak in Hindi if I can. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Not just about watching South films in the North. We equally also admire Bollywood, Hindi cinema. We've always been admiring it for years, for many years. We also invite Hindi cinema to dub into our languages and come, and we will be there to support your films also. It is not about South cinema or North cinema. It's about Indian cinema. I think we all will grow together as the biggest cinema in the world in the years to come as Indian cinema. Thank you.
So I'd like to ask you a question related to that. Before a pan-India Hindi release, you're already a superstar in the northern region and across the country, across the world. What do you have to say on that? Because a lot of Hindi-speaking people, they look up to you. You are their icon star. So
it's absolutely fortunate to be loved in another language because I did not speak that language. Nor did I cater, for that particular language in particular. We were making a Telugu film, and it so happened that that film got dubbed in Hindi, and it was received with amazing love. And as we keep growing now that so many people are watching it, we want to give you the best quality film possible. Right. People are showing so much love from all over, from the north, from above, from other places, even, small trickles from overseas. For everybody who's been showing so much love for so many years. Bhai aur behno, thank you so much. Thank you. Itne pyar diya hai sab log. Thank you. Maybe. Thank you. Sir, I think we should be very graceful. the Hindi audience have been very graceful to South cinema. That's why South cinema could penetrate. As a South, I'm saying that, we're very gracefully, inviting Hindi cinema to come into the North. Same way, I think we should be very graceful in inviting over English films over to a country. And that's when they will also be very gracefully opening up, our languages to open in their country. So I think we should have a mutual respect for each other in each other's languages. And in films, I don't think language is a barrier. And we're in a situation right now, today in India, that India or the world over, that entire cinema, the culture of people coming to cinema has stopped. I'm not looking at one Pushpa or another one film. I'm looking at it as Indian cinema, and cinema should win. Not just Indian cinema, world cinema, overall, the culture of people coming to the theaters has gone down. I think Spider-Man should get people back into the theaters. I think Pushpa should get Indian people back into the theaters. It's about, celebrating cinema back again. So I think collectively we should support each other, and I support them, and I wish them all the best for tomorrow.
So one more. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself.
And also, the next week, there are other big films coming in Mumbai. For 83, we have Mr. Ranveer Singh's and Kabir Khan sir's film that's releasing. I wish them all the best. I hope you get people back into the theaters. And now that I'm a Hindi media, I'd like to once again congratulate Suryavamshi for being a big success and getting people back into the theaters. I am more bothered about cinema right now than just Pushpa alone by itself. Thank you.
Very well said, sir. Sir, your word, like...
And how much money he does, I think you should ask Manish, sir.
that is no doubt. Sir, you've always been a pan-India star. There is no doubt about that. By the way,
Really?
Yes.
I've never done a Hindi film also.
But that's your aura. Without doing a Hindi film, you've already been a pan-India star. But now, theatrically, this is the first time, in spite of your movies working so well on satellite, working so well online, theatrically, this is the first time your pan-India film coming. So henceforth, like you have Icon releasing, there is Icon, and there's probably a Koratala Seva movie also. Henceforth, is every Allu Arjun movie going to be a pan-India film? I mean, there is no doubt about it, there is no option?
Preferably, I'd like to make it everything pan-India, because not just about pan-India. I'm saying, why are you even restricting to that? Maybe somebody else wants to watch it. Somebody, people in other countries, maybe Sri Lanka, neighboring countries, Pakistan, other countries want to watch it. We don't know. Language is no barrier for cinema. So I think we should just go for, I would say more than pan-India, I would say we should go for a multi-language release and see how far we can go as Indian cinema.
Thank you, sir.
Your center, Rashmika, Allu Arjun sir, आप दोनों से सवाल है मेरा. राहुल here from the फिल्मी चर्चा. Your center. टाइटल बहुत ही प्रॉमिसिंग है, ट्रेलर भी काफ़ी प्रॉमिसिंग है. ऑल द बेस्ट आप लोगों को मूवीज़ के लिए. और टाइटल पुष्पा नाम सुन के एक ही चीज़ जहन में आती है, वो आइकॉनिक डायलॉग राजेश खन्ना सर की, पुष्पा हेड टीयर्स, तुम्हारी आंखों में आंसू नहीं देख सकते. तो क्या आप लोग, आप दोनों हिंदी मूवीज़ लवर किस तरह के रहे हैं? आप लोग हिंदी मूवी एज एन ऑडियंस आप देखते थे हिंदी मूवीज़ आप दोनों?
यार, I used to watch so many Hindi films. What are you saying?
किस तरह की मूवीज़ आप देखना पसंद करते हैं? राजेश खन्ना सर की मूवी देखें आप?
As in, I was an audience before entering into the industry. I'm going to the theater, watching the happening films, coming back. And also I was in the hostel. So for us, the movies, not of our choice, but of our school choices were played. So we had no other options but to watch the films that they played. But yes, now that I'm in the industry, I think I'm watching a lot more films. Lot more technically and lot more personally, but yeah, could say balanced, managed watching enough films.
So from childhood, we always watch a lot of obviously because I'm multicultural, multi-language, multicultural person from the south. I was born in Tamil Nadu, raised in Hyderabad. Born and raised in Chennai, and then moved to Hyderabad. So I know Tamil, Telugu. We grew up watching Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada films. And as we entered into films, we also started watching Maratha films, Bengali films, Hindi cinema. Hindi cinema has definitely played a huge impact on us. Like time and again, just like how you always watch movies, even we grew up watching all these movies. So it's a part of our life. And of course, we watch Hindi, all movies. Of course, Hindi cinema. And I personally adore Hindi cinema a lot.
एलू जी, अभी आपने कहा कि आप जो बॉलीवुड है उसको साउथ में वेलकम करते हैं, तो ऐसा कौन सा एक्टर है और ऐसी कौन सी मूवी है बॉलीवुड की जिसका रीमेक बने और आप उसमें काम करना चाहते हो?
माफ करना, मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगा।
sorry.
मेरा हिंदी अच्छा नहीं है,
नहीं, आप
फिर भी मैं
इंग्लिश में
कोशिश
बताइए।
करूंगा।
इंग्लिश में
पता है कि मेरा हिंदी में एक्सेंट है, साउथ एक्सेंट है, फिर भी मैं कोशिश करके आपको हिंदी में ही बात करूंगा। मैडम जी, सब एक्टर्स आ सकते हैं। इतने टैलेंटेड एक्टर्स हैं हिंदी सिनेमा में, द होल ऑफ नेशनल सिनेमा में, सब लोग आ सकते हैं उस पिक्चर्स लेके, हाँ, साउथ में आके प्रमोट करके, डब करके, सब एक्टर्स दे ऑल डू फेनोमिनल। ईच जॉनर में बहुत अच्छे पिक्चर्स करते हैं सब लोग। हम सबको स्वागत करते हैं।
नहीं, आप पर्सनली अगर आपको करना हो तो आप कौन से एक्टर की और कौन सी बॉलीवुड की फिल्म का रीमेक करना चाहेंगे?
रीमेक?
यू पर्सनली।
मैं अब तक रीमेक नहीं किया मैडम, मुझे डर लगता है कि मुझे डर लगता है थोड़ा रीमेक करने में। अब तक नहीं किया। मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि मैं नहीं करूँगा, अब तक नहीं किया, और मुझे थोड़ा डर भी है करने के लिए, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा रीमेक्स के से थोड़ा दूर रहता हूँ।
अल्लू अर्जुन जी, मेरा नाम आरती सक्सेना है।
जी।
मैं भी हिंदी में ही पूछूंगी। कि मतलब मैंने ऐसे पूछा कि अल्लू अर्जुन एक्टर साउथ के एक्टर है, तो मुझे किसी ने कहा कि वो साउथ के सलमान खान है। तो मुझे ये जानना था कि सलमान खान आपको कितने पसंद है, और बॉलीवुड का कौन सा एक्टर है जो आपको इंस्पायर करता है सबसे ज़्यादा?
मैडम, मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा अमिताभ जी इंस्पायर करता है, क्योंकि लॉन्ग स्पैन ऑफ करियर है ना, from so many years. I'll say this in English to be to be a little more comfortable.
It's okay, yeah.
I absolutely adore the megastar of the country, Amitabh ji. Because we've grown up, watching his films and everything. He's got a lot of impact on us in the growing years. So in one word, if I have to say, I'll say I'm a huge ardent fan of Amitabh ji. And even till date, at the age, such a big age also, I keep thinking, even if I get really old, I should still be acting like how gracefully Amitabh ji is doing it. In a way, that's what I keep thinking. If you're 60, 70, 80, you should still you should work as beautifully as Amitabh ji does.
और आपने बोला कि ये फिल्म करने में आपको 4 फिल्मों के जितना मतलब मेहनत करनी पड़ी, तो सबसे टफ क्या था पुष्पा में?
She'll tell which part was tough for her, and then I'll tell.
No, sir, the fights and all you guys have done. I think for us, going to the location, वो location या वो climate changes और forest में shoot करना पड़ा. So I think all of that, got a lot from all the crew members and the cast. I think also the producers who made all this effort, we actually had to lay a road to go to the location. It was that hard, so it was crazy. And I think, like Sir said, we've done the hard work of 4 films in one. And I think we're going to see the results tomorrow, so I'm waiting.
Madam, in a way, we are very fortunate because the top crew is always given a little extra privileges. I'd like to, once again thank the entire crew in every department, the art department, the lighting department, the production department, the drivers' unions, and they have actually given most efforts for this film. If I forgot, forgive me if I've forgotten any other department, but every department has given their best because on shoot, there are around 500 to 600 people working for the film. So once again, I'd like to thank all the departments for putting their heart and soul and, working more hard than us for this film. Thank you.
Rashmika, this side.
Hi.
Hello. You look so pretty and beautiful.
Thank
Yet you
you.
portrayed the character. It is a deglammed character.
Yes.
So did you have any inhibitions?
Inhibitions, no. I think I had no inhibitions when it came to, I knew I was playing a different character. I knew that I had to pour my heart, soul, sweat, everything into this character because this is, like I keep saying, this is a whole different world that we're entering. And when, actors like Sir's doing such hard work and, I'm getting this opportunity to, work with Sir, I can't have inhibitions and be like, oh my God, do I look pretty? Do I look that? Do I look this? I have to worry about the performance. I'm like, am I, am I doing a good job? Am I doing that? Is it coming through? Is this character staying strong? What is happening? So for me, it was all about performance in this film, and I think once the audience see it on the 17th, I think it'll come through, and please give us your reviews.
Allu Arjun.
And ma'am, to second that, I'd like to speak about how Rashmika performed and what is it. I truly appreciate Rashmika ji for performing like this and taking up such a challenging role. It is a little rustic role, and it's not a very conventional, glamorous role. It is quite challenging, and like you said, I was fearing would she feel that she's not looking good, because that is a very huge factor that plays on the mind, and if your mind is not clear, your performance will not be clear. But then after she landed on the set and she started working, I think she had the mindset that this film is this and we have to justify this film. And she did a wonderful performance. And I couldn't have performed if not for her help, because every artist should compliment you for your performance. She performed so well that it was very, very comforting, and it was very complimenting to work with such a wonderful artist. Tomorrow, I'm sure you all will appreciate her performance. She can't speak for herself, but I can definitely speak for her because I've seen her perform in front of my eyes. Thank
And
you.
the song that we just witnessed, you performed exactly like a stone man guy, yet you looked so sexy.
Thank you.
So,
Really, do I?
Yeah, of course.
Little?
And I was just going to ask you, after that I'll ask you, I mean, you look so handsome and
looks
good
is not
hunk.
my
Why
thing.
don't you do a romantic role also?
My previous film was a romantic role.
Okay, coming back to the song, I was asked, the gestures that you did, reminded me of so much of Rajni sir, that small nuances. So will there be a comparison with the Thalaiva?
Ma'am, more than comparison, I'll say it's more of an influence, because I was brought up from Chennai. So obviously I have a lot of subconscious absorption from big superstars like Rajni sir, like Kamal sir. That's why if you see I'm very like if you notice that, then I came to Hyderabad. Mr. Chiranjeevi Garu is my own uncle. When I see him, he dances really well, and there are his nuances. So I think, subconsciously when you work, as a child, when you grow up seeing these people, you absorb them, and they're there subconsciously in your mind. Not that I very consciously want to do it. If it came across like that also, I don't have an issue. And I think it's maybe you can say maybe it's a tribute for them, in a way. My respects for them in a way.
Recently, the Telugu government has, introduced about the tickets. So will that affect big films? Nonetheless, it will be very good for the audiences, they'll get to see
No,
big
ma'am,
films.
everything has been sorted. Nothing of that sort now. Everything is going in a positive way all over. Cinemas, people have been coming back to the theaters. Movies have been coming out. Every languages has been opening up. Maybe except for Kerala, there's 100% occupancies in every place, and there are multiple. And the government is also supporting the films. And I'd like to thank all the governments from all over the country for supporting Indian cinema. Thank you so much.
Lastly, your question irukkudu. You also turned producer. So, are you producing independently, or will you be producing with
Ma'am, I'm
dad?
a son of a producer, so I came in as I was born producer,
Dad,
then turned
with-
actor.
with dad, I mean.
My father is a producer, so I'm a producer. I'm a born producer turned actor, maybe.
Hi, Allu sir, over here, Himesh this side. Firstly, congratulations, the film looks very interesting.
Alright, it's releasing tomorrow. Say all the best.
And all the best, of course.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I have two questions for you.
Sure.
First one, if I'm not wrong, Pushpa was initially conceptualized as a one-part film, and then through the shoot, you decided on making a second part as well. Could you tell us something on the idea of spinning it into two parts, and what's the status on second part at the moment?
Absolutely. I'd like also Devi to speak 2 words about it, then also I'll speak.
Okay. Okay. See, the story of this film, Pushpa, when Suku sir narrated to us, it's a very intense one. And there are a lot of interesting elements and a lot of detailed writing that went into this film. So when Suku sir narrated itself, I was thinking, how are they going to accommodate the whole of this into one film was one thing that we all thought, because everything was interesting. So when writing gets so interesting, then we don't feel like deleting anything, right? So then they came up with this idea of 2 parts, and then I was the first one, because even before it was announced, Sukusa called and said, Devi, we're going to do like this. And I was the one who jumped like up with joy and said, okay, now you're doing justice to this film, because every scene that these guys conceived was so interesting. So I think this film deserves to be released in 2 parts, and you will all love it in 2 parts.
So when Sukumar sir told me the film, when he narrated itself, I felt it is like a 4-hour film. I said, how will we make this 4-hour film into a 3-hour film? He said, let's just somehow compress it in the process. And when we started shooting the film, it started decompressing even more. It started getting longer. And by the time we cut the first half itself, it's a very huge film. So it was very clear, in the process of making the film itself, the film is very clearly telling you, boss, I cannot be made in 1 part. It's asking for 2. So generally, we always listen to the film. The content always tells you something. You should just be open to listen to it. So it was saying that it needs 2 parts, and I think we respected that.
And what's the status of the second part as we speak?
Tomorrow part 1 is releasing, and then part 2. Let's save it for a surprise, because I think it'll be even more interesting to answer that question tomorrow once the film is out and how the part 1 ends, right?
Yeah.
As a prelude to that, then I can speak.
And Allu sir, you are a fantastic actor, and that aside, another factor which has got you that pan-India recognition is your dancing. All your songs are huge hits on YouTube, even in Hindi belts.
Thank you.
Can we expect you, are you looking to do a pan-India dance-based film with, worlds of Bollywood, one Bollywood dance actor and dancer coming together with you? That is one genre which everyone would want to see. And with whom?
Honestly, dance genre film, I don't know, I've never thought about it, to be very honest. I've never thought about it. I genuinely think, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think dance is more enjoyed when it's a part of the film than it being the whole emotion of the film. For me, because cinema is about emotion. Dance is just a part of entertainment. In certain films, like you said, dance film, dance becomes is the main part of the emotion. But for me, I personally like cinema, the emotion of a cinema, and then small pieces of dance in it. So that's my take. On doing a whole dance film, I personally think I'm not very much for it somewhere. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and best of luck for the release.
Thank you. I need a lot of luck. Thank you.
Hi, sir. Before I begin, actually, it might be a long question. You just said that today we are looking for acceptance of different kinds of movies. There was a point when if you Google your name, it would say, any of your names, it would say, Rashmika Mandanna is a South Indian film actor, Allu Arjun is a South Indian film actor. Today, Wikipedia says Allu Arjun is an Indian actor who primarily works in a particular industry, or Rashmika Mandanna is an Indian actress who primarily works. I think there is an insane amount of respect and appreciation for all kinds of films. I have seen that, from the time I have been here, I've seen that we have welcomed all kinds of movies. And I'm not saying about us, I'm talking about the Indian audience. While I speak to you, there's a friend who's an RJ in Punjab who told me that, listen, please tell them that we are excited to watch the movie. I have a 9-year-old niece who told me when CTMA released that, it's Allu versus Sallu. I said, how did you know? So these are things, when you say that am I really, people do really people love me that much? There is an insane amount of love maybe which you will get to see with this film. I want to know, do you see the changing shifts in the industries and the respect that is given to each other?
Let her speak, then I'll speak.
Yeah, both of you.
I think there is an extreme, as in the last decade, I think we've seen such a shift in our cinema, in our field. I've just entered the industry in 4 years, but I've seen so much happening before I entered, and when I'm a part of Indian cinema now, and I can't be proud of it. I couldn't have entered a better time. I think this is the perfect time that I'm in the industry, because I see, like you said, the languages are, merging together. We're having pan-India releases. It's going to be, like Sir said, Indian films rather than South India film or, a Bollywood film. It's not going to do that anymore. In a couple of years, I think it's just going to be Indian cinema.
Yeah.
Probably we're going to go globally dubbing our film in their languages. So we just need to see the reach. I think we should always experiment with that. But I think it's fascinating and it's super, it's amazing to see all, people just appreciate content now. People just want good content. People want good filmmaking, and when you give it, people appreciate it and they make it their own.
Absolutely.
It's a very interesting. What's your name? Sorry.
Nayandeep. Nayandeep.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
You're very mature for your age. I appreciate it. It's a very wonderful question that you asked, by the way. You should see cinema, how it's running, how the trends have been running in the last 10 years. Like I'm saying in the 2000s, it's a very clear gap between the South cinema and North cinema. Let's be honest about it. And then if you see the entire 2010s, the bridges, there have been beautiful bridges, thanks to people like Manish ji, who have bridged those gaps. And now everybody's getting familiar with each other's cinema. And I'm telling you, from the next decade onwards, from the 2020s, the lines will be so blurry that it will not matter where it comes from. It is only the content that will matter. There will not be South actors, North actors. It will all be about Indian cinema growing. And I'm telling you, with wonderful platforms that have opened like OTTs, there's so many set of new filmmakers, directors, actors, technicians. This has opened up amazing horizons for us in entertainment industry. And we as Indian entertainment industry, not just cinema, we as Indian entertainment industry are going to be a very huge, or probably the biggest players in the next decade. And I'm very positive as a country we will go up.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We'll
Rashmika, I
take
also,
one last question. Yeah.
I also had one question for
Yeah, I'll
Rashmika.
come.
Small
Sure,
one.
sorry. Yeah, come.
So Rashmika, your movies, Hindi movies are also releasing, and there is a pan-India approach to all the films that you've done, whether it's a Geeta Govindam also and Dear Comrade, which people have watched. How do you see, I have met people who are from South, now that we are meeting quite often. There's a sense of warmth, and there's a sense of imagery on screen. And it's very different, How do you see those two worlds mixing when you do films like these?
As in, I think for us, for me, I can speak only for myself, and for me, as much of fame and the glamour there is out there, for me, it's me doing good work and good content, and me doing the best I can in a film that I'm a part of. Me playing Srivalli, I can't believe that I did some character like this, and it's so special. And I think this film is my career's biggest film. And I've done the best I could do in this film. So for me, when I choose characters, when I work in a different industry, I'm just doing the best I can at that point of time. I don't look at, oh my God, this is happening, that is happening, this I'll be seen, like that I'll be seen. It's not that. For me, it's my characters, it's my game, it's my play area, so I'll do so.
All the best, actually.
Thank you.
Also to your right, up to your right.
Grab a mic.
Out here. South.
Thank you. So how can I comment upon my own performance?
I can, he can't.
I can't comment on my performance. It'll come across very wrong. I really wish tomorrow it touches more than awards. Awards is something that comes later, and I do like awards. I will not lie about it. Awards is I'd say it's stage 2. Where I'm at stage 1. We're going to enter stage 1 where people are going to watch the movie. People have to like it, and I'm very curious about how people are going to receive this film in different languages and different audiences and different places of the country. I really genuinely wish they all like our performances. I've tried to do something new when it comes to performance. This movie is also about a focus on a lot of performances. I hope tomorrow people appreciate that, and that is the first part. And if people like it and everybody likes it, and if I'm blessed, and I'll be so grateful.
Hello. Both of you have made your name as far as Telugu is concerned, and in the dubbed versions also in Hindi. Why don't you take up the step of acting in a original Hindi film and you composing for a Hindi film? And the second question is, Mr. Arvind, has he not come here? Earlier he used to come quite often to Bombay and I used to meet him.
Sir, Arvind Garu has been busy producing Bollywood films and he's not, I think I should call him and tell him, start making a film with your son also. He's also a reasonable actor. Good thing, sir. I'll tell Arvind Garu. Arvind Garu, there's your son who's also an actor in your house. Please do make films with him. Please take him to Bollywood. Not just you simply make, be the first 100 crores film in Bollywood and now you're making so many multiple films in Bollywood. Please, there's also one guy in your house if you want to promote him, he's available.
And at the same time, Arvind uncle, what uncle? I'm also like your son only. You know me since my childhood. You are making films all Bollywood heroes only in Bollywood. You're a hero and you're music director.
I'm also there.
You're already doing no.
अरे no हिंदी.
पेड़ तो मैं भी बन ही सकता हूँ.
But at this point,
Devi, tell Arvind that his friend Jyoti Venkatesh asked about him.
Uncle, your friend Jyoti Venkatesh Garu is very angry because you're not putting us in Bollywood films.
He misses you a lot, uncle.
But on this note, I would also, with love, say that I'm doing music for a couple of films, including Rohit Shetty sir's Circus with Ranveer and all that. So I wish you give me the same kind of love. So wish me luck so that I do more of Bollywood.
I wish I could also give a news like this, but I don't have anything like that.
No, that's totally his decision. So he can give it anytime he wants.
Arjun, sir.
And the grand finale question from there.
But on a serious note, sir, out here on your right, sir, up on your right.
So did it help you in becoming a superstar so fast? Because Chiranjeevi is your uncle, and would you like to work with him in any film? You belong to a family of celebs.
Absolutely, sir. I cannot, with all humility, I cannot say that, I'm a very self-made actor. I have come from a film background, and that definitely helped me to be whoever I am. How much part of it, really helped and how much was my own can never be quantified. It's something that we can never quantify. That debate can go on forever, but I'm grateful for for the background support that they've given. Thank you.
Bas, aa jao.
But in one of your earlier interviews, you had mentioned that Hindi film in your filmography is very important.
Sorry, can you be a little loud?
You had mentioned earlier that a Hindi film in your filmography is very important for you. Has there been offers that you have considered, or probably now, like you said, the lines are blurring? Do you want to do a pure Bollywood film?
Absolutely. I love Hindi cinema. Sometimes I use the word, but I don't like to use that word Bollywood as much as possible because, it sounds like second to Hollywood. And hum kisi se kam nahi. Hum kisi se kam nahi. So I like to say it Hindi cinema. so even by habit, sometimes even I say Bollywood, but I keep going. I was like, no, say Hindi cinema. Hum kisi se kam nahi. Coming back to your question, I love Hindi cinema. I love Hindi music. I appreciate them so much. Definitely it'll be a great moment in my life to do a straight Hindi film, and it'll be a landmark point of my career, and I want to make the best choice possible. And to just answer what you said, there have been people who ask for films here and there, but nothing very nothing very exciting. So I think slowly, we've been having soft talks, like if we can do something, how is it to mount up something big? Because even the people who are coming, they are also saying that when we have to come to you, we have to come with something solid. So I think once everything falls into place, I think I will try to plan with maybe a little help of Allu Arjun Garu if he helps. Just a joking. I think we'll try to come up with something big and make it memorable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for that wonderful interaction. And now, Jate Jate, Allu sir, is there something that you'd like to...
Yes, and before I leave, I'd like to thank everybody who's been a part of this film. I'd like to thank my director, Sukumar Garu, who's introduced me. 2 minutes. I'm not getting up. I'd like to thank my director, Sukumar Garu, for making this wonderful movie with me, Pushpa. I mean, my career has taken off with the movie called Arya. And we made Arya 2, which got me a lot of recognition from all over. And now it's our third film, and I hope we hit a big, big, big hat-trick with this Pushpa, which is coming on December 17th. And in my career, in my life, music plays a very huge part. And that whole music, I think I give that biggest credit to my director, music director, Shri Devashri Prasad, who's been the biggest music director in South India. Today he's playing Pushpa. You know, he's given amazing music to Pushpa. Thank you so much, my dear Devi darling. All my life, all my career life, you've been playing amazing music. You've given me chartbusters today. You know, when Manish sir says, you know, you've given, you know, hundreds of people have received your music. There's so many millions of views on YouTube and stuff like that. A lot of big credit goes to you. Thank you so much. And take me more into the people with your music. Take me more into people's hearts with your music.
Actually, thank you for all the love and trust. Always love
Thank you. No, I'm not done yet. No, I'm not done. No, I'll give. Ista. 1 minute. I'm not done yet. Yeah, I'm not done yet. 1 second, darling. I'm sorry. 1 second. And I'd like to thank my producers, My Three Pictures, and Mutham City Media for producing this movie with me. And I'd like to thank Manish ji from Gold Mines Films for not just about releasing Pushpa, but for, you know, I think he's one of the pioneers in getting dubbing South movies into the North and making all South India. I'd like to, behalf on not just Pushpa or me, on behalf of all the South Indians, for making us so popular all over the country. Thank you very much, Manish ji. Thank you for taking us into the heartland of North India. Thank you so much.
We have to thank you for giving such good movies to us.
Oh,
And to people
thank you.
from
And
the
also
Hindi heartland.
thank you. And also I'd like to thank Anil ji for, you know, distributing this movie. And if I forget anybody else, please forgive me. And above all, thank you so much, my dear Rashmika. It was a pleasure working with you. You know, everybody calls her national crush. You know, I've heard of people who are calling her national crush. So I simply cutely tease her on stage. Has like, oh, please come, Rashmika. National crush. Plus Rashmika. Thank you so much. And I hope you all like, and I'm hoping that we touch your hearts with Pushpa. We're coming tomorrow, December 17th. Pushparaj. Oh, Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Pushpa. Okay, and now it's time for a quick photo op. Yes.
I promised him one last question. Thank you. मुंबईलो तुम तेलुगु क्यों बात कर रहे हो भैया? हिंदी बात करो भाई. बोल. हिंदी रा न्याक నేనే మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. Yeah, tell me. Easiest thing in this movie is taggedele. Thank you.